time for a new Ustar tool. Today I want to talk to you about accurate measuring. And the tool I want to talk to you about are these two guys. Let me just make sure it's not the camera can see that and there's not light bouncing off the packaging. Now, as you can see, two different types, straight and curved. Now, let me get the straight ones out. Let me get some sticky sandpaper off my finger. Right, so let's get the straight pack out, which is on this side. I just want to show you these close up so you can see exactly what they are. So in the pack, you get for the straight ones. Let's see if I can stand the card up. You get these guys. Let me just bring those closer to the camera. Yeah, now they're metal sheets. Feels very much like photo etch. But the idea is these are marked up with various increments, so you can mark your models for various things really. If you you need to do accurate, say, hole cutting, for instance, this would be ideal. If you want to put some rivets on to something, again, I'd say an equidistant space, these will do fine as well. So you get three because they give you four. They give you various increments. This is a 1.5, a 1 millimeter, a 2 millimeter, and a 2.5. So that's equidistant measuring tool for say 2.5 millimeters. The package comes like this. It's got a couple of sheets of sticky back plastic on the back of these, which I'm just going to peel off. Do that. So let me take the largest one out of its frame, because that will probably be the easiest one to see on camera. Let me just release it from its frame. Nope, didn't quite go. Let's do that. There we go. Put the others down. So let me just show you that one on its own. Yeah, so it's flexible. So if you did need to go around, some curves or any other kinds of shapes on your models, you can absolutely do that. As you can see, it's got a graduated bottom to this, but it's recessed, so you can put any kind of mark in each of these, and you know full well that is 2.5 millimeters apart. So if you did want to, say, my case, putting, say, rivets onto cars, for instance, if I need to do that at this particular size, happy days, because I know that these are equidistant for 2.5 millimeters, which is really the application for all of these. And so it goes down to the smallest, 1.5. If I can show you that in a bit more detail. This bottom one gives you graduations on these teeth of 1.5 millimeters. Now, what about curves? And that's where the other one comes into play. Let me get this one out of the packet as well, and I'll show you this in a bit more detail. I did actually cut one of these off the frame beforehand. So you get basically three different curves: a 10%, a 7.5, and a 5%. So let me just show you the 10%. So you can see that curve there. Again, it's this flexible material, but it feels very well made. The teeth themselves, of course, that's what you're really after. What would I say this one was? It's a 1 millimeter. So these teeth are 1 millimeter apart. Now, for instance, let me get my trusty flying saucer over. So, for instance, if I did need to put something on this face and I wanted to measure that, that's how you would hold the actual device itself. Yeah, you choose the correct angle for obviously the piece, and then hold that against the actual piece itself, and then mark off the actual increments for whatever you wanted to do. Whether you drill a hole in it, rivets, some markings for further scribing, that kind of thing. That's how you would hold these kinds of curves against the model, to give you the accuracy that you're actually looking for. But I think for certain applications, they could be ideal. They really could. If you're trying to measure anything that was equidistant apart, on your model, then these could be ideal across certainly across the packs. The flat ones or the straight ones are very useful, as they go from 1.5 up to 2.5 millimeters. So these curves could equally be very useful for you aero modelers. If you're trying to do something on, say, a fuselage, for instance, this will wrap around a fuselage very, very nicely indeed, as you can see. And then you can mark as many recesses, holes for rivets, whatever you need to measure accurately. This guy will do it absolutely for you. As you can imagine, that could be wrapped around a fuselage or any other tubular, I guess, model part that you might need to mark up with these kinds of increments. Very useful, I found. The curve, it's absolutely for me. I do a lot of sci-fi stuff. There's a lot of starships, etc., with lots and lots of curves. So marking up those kind of parts has been very, very easy with these, because I can just choose the right angle, away we go. The straight ones, again, if I want to do any kind of detailing, which I do a lot of on certain parts, how would I measure that accurately with a ruler? Very, very hard indeed. Whereas if I show this one again, because the recesses are on this face, you can get in say a very small drill bit just to mark a hole, or you can get the tip of a craft knife in, just to show you where you want to start a scribing line, for instance, and so on. So if you do need any kind of equidistant measuring, then these guys could be absolutely ideal for your application. As I say, these two are separate on the site, so you choose the straight or the curve depending on your application. Could be ideal with many different kinds of models. So if you have an application, these guys could be really very useful for you. So that is the etching parts space ruler, which is what they call it. On the site, I think it's going to be a equidistant measuring tool. Could be useful for many of you. I think if you have a specific application for that, or you've been struggling with measuring say equidistant parts, or if you need to do some kind of measuring for scratch building, that kind of thing, these guys could be ideal in their curved or straight versions. So as usual, any questions, any queries, do come back to me, and of course, keep on modeling.